Tudor houses that we see today are typically Tudor Revival style, which was a time when architects tried to reinterpret and recreate the style of architecture from Tudor England. And today, I'm going to learn what makes a Tudor house here at the finest example of Tudor architecture in America, Stan Hewitt Hall. I'm hitting the road, searching for answers and finding great design. It's a quest for beauty, function, and of course, inspiration. Built for F.A. Seiberling, the founder of the Goodyear Tire and Rubber Company, Stan Hewitt Hall is an excellent example of Tudor architecture. From its arched doors and windows to its half timbering and stucco, there's no mistaking, this home is a Tudor Revival. And as my guide for the day, Mark Gills, the director of historic structures at Stan Hewitt Hall, taught me, the Tudor architecture we see here in America is based off of the architecture in England during the 16th and 17th century. The Tudor style was brought to America during the 1870s and 1880s and termed the Tudor Revival. The style became hugely popular in the 1920s and then fell out of favor in the 1940s and 50s. During its time as a hot style, Tudor Revival owed its popularity to its history. Wealthy families such as the Seiberlings wanted to separate themselves from the immigrants coming to America, and one way of doing that was in their choice of architecture.
Tudor represented like the very earliest colonial homes. So the homes that you had being built in Plymouth at the time were your half-timber homes. One of the things that made Tudor Revival popular with this level of society, the Seiberlings level of society, was also to reflect back to an older lineage. So that's why they brought the English Tudor, the more traditional English Tudor was brought over to have that appearance of ancestry. So that here we're older, we're established, we're not like the new immigrants coming in. So that was kind of the appearance that they wanted to create for themselves, and they did it very well.
Were they seen as very prestigious if you owned an English Tudor?
That was well, the English Tudor was also kind of nicknamed during the 1920s as the stockbroker Tudor.
Really?
Because it gave that illusion of that strata of society.
Of being very wealthy.
Right.
Did that just have to do with the style, or was it partly in how much it cost to build?
It's a little bit of both.
Really?
The Tudor Revival is a richer type of architecture in that the materials that you use, you're using your brick, your stone, your slate roofs, copper. These were all the type of materials that just streamed out. Were a little bit better.
But it's not just the materials that make Tudor houses stand out. It's the way those materials are put together, and to the untrained eye, finding a Tudor isn't all too hard. The Tudor style possesses many characteristics that are easy to identify. Typically, Tudor houses were made of stone, brick, or stucco, and had steeper pitched roofs, barge boards, half timbering, and the classic Tudor arches. Those Tudor arches are seen on both the doors and windows. The windows are made of leaded glass with numerous little window panes and are grouped in a particular fashion. Now, was there any particular meaning to the type of windows? Like, were they always in groupings? Were they singular?
As far as the Tudor, again, that's another one of the classic things that you're going to find in a Tudor Revival, is you would have vertical windows that were grouped in twos and threes. Another thing that you'll see throughout the manor house here, and most of the architecture of Tudor Revival, are multiple spires of chimney work. Every one of the chimneys are a unique design in itself, because they wanted to give that illusion of a house that had evolved over generations. So one of the ways they did that was to have unique chimney designs. And also, that's another reason why in the Tudor Revival versus Colonial Revival, Tudor Revival is more of an organic architecture. It's something that grows out of the ground. Is
that why it's asymmetrical?
It's asymmetrical for that very reason. It's also asymmetrical for the reason of the ability in a Tudor Revival to be able to place it on the site to take best advantage of sunlight.
When you look at Tudor houses, there's one thing for sure. You can't mistake them. While other architectural styles can tend to resemble each other, the Tudor stands out, as it was meant to do. After all, Tudor houses were meant to make a statement, and when you drive by them today, you can see they did a pretty good job. Check out my website, askthedecorator.com, to discover more about this topic, read informative how-to articles, or watch other videos from my trip. You'll find a variety of helpful decorating advice when you stop by.